And I'm back. Hi, guys. But tonight, it will be Flex. Flex McGristle. And he's got a quest, or mission, in Fault Line. Used to be a bustling area of the city, now mostly ruined after a great big earthquake. This quest is much closer. Let's do this one first. Go talk to Detective Jackson, concerned about Iron Hand. The sounds of battle ring out from the base in this melee. Won't be easy to get Iron Hands out unscathed. Well, he may end up scathed. How big a map are we talking? Oh, it's a big map. This is one of my two highest level characters. Tied at 26, but not for long, because he'll be 27 in maybe an hour. Pardon me. Good evening. Whomever has joined me. Hi. Rib crackers for. Let's see what it looks like. Knock knocks. Good evening. Slash morning. Just Flex McGristle things tonight. He is a brute, unsurprisingly. Street justice and bio armor. I think Street Justice was in the original. I can find out. I got the damn book right here. Let me find out. The Backstreet Brawler, or Back Alley Brawler, I believe, was Street Justice. Let's see. Blasters. Defenders, scrappers, secondaries, scrapper primaries, maybe not. Tanker primaries, super strength, no, maybe not. Maybe came in with City of Villains. Yeah, it must have been added later then. We're looking for Iron Hand. Who sounds like a big, tough, strong guy like me. Flex McGristle. Oh, hi. Cute. You know, little martial arts. How adorable. Good evening. Tonight, Flex McGristle. And so far, the evening's okay. I'm sure I can screw it up if you give me enough time. Huh. Alright, we're looking for Iron Hand. And have we ended up right back where we were? Yes, we have! He is most likely in the big room, and I just didn't see him, because it's all filled with clutter and whatnot. Very good point. Iron Fist was taken. Okay, that was not the best jump ever. Oh, take a big wind up and then you miss. Come on, Flex. You're better than this. References to its creation past 2011, for in the free-to-play period. Oh, okay. It seems like it's so, well, I mean, it probably was designed with back alley brawler in mind. It is definitely a him kind of power set. Oh, Iron Hand, where are you? Looking for Iron Hand, evidently in all the wrong places. Alright, somebody shot something. Oh, you guys, huh? Did I get a twofer? No, he's still standing. No, he's not. Was there a guy up there on the... No, there wasn't. Oh, look at that jump. And then a miss. The first jump was good. I am not sure. I mean, it is a level 24 mission. And... well, Council wasn't originally old school, though. Council was brought in later. Council was brought in when they temporarily removed the 5th column from the game. The speculation at the time was because the 5th column used Nazi iconography, some of the international customers were not comfortable with that. And so they removed the 5th column and had them replaced by an entirely different batch of neo-Nazis with the Council. They then brought back the 5th column, and the two sides have been fighting it out ever since. which I think is a nice little meta commentary that everybody hates the neo-Nazis, even the other neo-Nazis. No, I do not think Iron Hand is in here. Not getting along is the base state of such a person. Well, it should be everyone's logical response to such a person, certainly. Well, technically, which is, of course, the very best kind of correct, the American Senate has a pair of fasces, F-A-S-C-E-S, as images in the Senate on either side of where the executives of the Senate sit. It's just a bundle of sticks with an axe in the middle, and is also the source of the word fascist. And so one could say, if one wanted to go purely by the letter of the wording, that makes them fascist too. I would not personally hold with that as a political distinction, but as a linguistic distinction, definitely. But yes, Nazis and fascists are different. Nazis are fascists. Not all fascists are Nazis. Or perhaps it's more accurate to say Nazism was a fascist ideology. Oh, it's Iron Hand. I'm never going back to the life of the law. And over here we have another freak. Iron Hand was not, in fact, a martial artist. He was a member of the Freaks gang. Well, of course, I never kill anyone because I'm a hero, even if my hero is using a gun with bullets and explosives. Well, he didn't want to be rescued, was the thing. Task complete. Clue found. Yes, I like to think that they're rubber bullets. You prevented the fifth column from constructing that crazy time machine. I think that was a different quest that I hadn't turned in. But there's one last thing to do. You've got to capture Ubelmann and put an end to this. If he does not have a way back to the 1940s with enough information to change history, then he has to be stopped. The warriors have been terrorizing Talos Island, or no, Ubelmann the Unknown. Thank you. And the other one we just finished. Detective Jackson wanted me to pass this to you. He says that Iron Hand was deep undercover for a while, but they never thought they'd lose him like that. You know, I gotta tell you though, Batman, given how hard he has hit people, and how many times he has hit people, and how many times he has no doubt cold-cocked them, knocking them unconscious, one or more would have fallen, bopped their head off the concrete, and died. I mean, every year we hear about it happening here in the U.S. Somebody punches somebody in a bar fight or sucker punches somebody. They fall, they hit their head on the concrete, and they die. Well, it was Ubelmann, not Ubermann. So he's not Overman, he's Ubelmann. I don't know what German Ubel is, if anything. He's got a new contact for me to meet. Marvin Weintraub. Is it? Well, he is the bad man, then. Nobody knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man. Behind blue eyes. Old guy music reference. Well, let's go find this Ubelmann fellow. He's in Skyway City. By the way, everyone should jump through the donut. There's an achieve for it, but I've done it on this character already. Huh. Well, I mean, I know the arrest. I did have 3 years of German. I do not remember Übel being bad. Certainly I remember my Gut. Schöne Mädchen. Sturmkampfflugzeug. And, of course, perhaps my favorite word in any language. Before we go in, we'll go ahead and we will set our level once again down. Schadenfreude. It's just such a great word. It's thank you, Germany. Danke, Deutschland. Schadenfreude is one of my defining features. There are certain parts of the real world out there that I only pay attention to hoping for Schadenfreude. Sports teams I don't like. I only pay attention hoping they lose. There's also a song called Schadenfreude in a musical, Broadway musical, Avenue Q. Nacht Übermenschen Force. I don't think force is German, you know? Beating up Nazis. Weird sort of mix and match of German and English. I'm guessing the rank or organization is Nacht, Übermenschen, Overman, and then Fist and Force presumably are job descriptions, so to speak. I didn't turn off my super jump. And it's making things more difficult than it should be. Hi. Let me punch you a couple of times. I'll feel better. You will stop feeling anything, at least temporarily. If I stop missing. Sample my fist. Rasrei, Übermenschen, Unteroffizier. Years of German. Let's see, 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. German. From Herr Weil and then Herr Jotz. Oh, he turned into a Night Wolf champion. You can tell the real Nazis because they can turn into freaking werewolves. Gotta say, I think recruiting for the Nazis and neo-Nazis would go way up if they could in fact turn you into a werewolf. Because I gotta say, that would be a pretty cool perk. Not enough for me, but still pretty cool. And if nothing else, it would cure my baldness. For those of you not familiar with Flex McGristle here, here's our boy. And here's his bio. You know me. I'm Flex McGristle. You've seen me starring on YouTube, you've seen my ads on TV, and you've bought my entire line of supplements. Ignore the FDA warnings and subtle anatomical changes. I understand that I'm a hero to you, and frankly, I don't blame you. I'm my own favorite hero, too. I'm sorry, no autographs. They tire my hands out, and I need these to beat up evildoers. But I do have some advice for you kids, so listen up. I was a weak, pathetic loser like you are, until I came up with my own Gristle brand, trademark, of supplements. And then I put on some muscle and became the ideal of the masculine form you see in front of you. Be wary of cheap knockoffs. Always look for the FX McG on the red pill. Remember to slam those like and subscribe buttons on my videos. Oh, and don't take drugs. This has been Magnifying Lens Theater. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, the cat's got to go out. I understand, believe me. Oh, there's a nice reference. Yes, use Ouroboros to travel back in time. Okay, I can't go this way, so I think I'll go this way. Well, okay, I guess I can beat up some more Nazis. That's fine. Oh, would you? Yes, you have a big gun. I'm impressed. Compensating much? I will allow Bite Me from Nod Knox. I'm not afraid. Yes, you're just terrible that way. The words bite me. I like that it didn't choose just bite. It specifically chose bite me. Hi, I'm Flex McGristle. And you're just a Nazi. And here, I've got a lot of punches for you. I bet you did not see that one coming. It's a joke. Would you like me to explain it to you? +6. +6 degrees is about 42, give or take. Today, I think last I checked, we were running at about 10 in Euro degrees. That's where we came in. We need to find Ubelmann. Wow. This smells like a trap, but no, it's just a dead end. Yeah, I know. I think Nigeria is another one. Maybe Liberia? Ah, Myanmar. Yep, that sounds right. The artist formerly known as Burma. Aha! Liberia. Yeah, well, Liberia is largely, largely sort of a expatriate nation formed of former Americans. Well, I mean, I'm used to it, but I mean, I'm also capable of doing a relatively quick mental translation most of the time. Back and forth between metric and US. Hi. He's still not... Yeah, so that's their reason why they've got... Still have... imperial units, so to speak. Let's see, we came from that direction. More up? Well, we're supposed to defeat Ubelmann and his guards. Hopefully that's just his immediate guards, not every damn Nazi in the place. Rasarai. I do not know what Rasarai is, if it's a word. Yeah, no. I know you're a Nazi, but there's no cause to be a cowardly Nazi. Let me take a moment, get my health back up. I currently have 3 toggles running. 2 defensive and 1 offensive. I have several more defensive ones I can turn on should it be called for. What do we have? We have a mech man. Flex McGristle has found us. That's right. You don't stand a chance in a fight against me. You obviously didn't use Gristle brand supplements. Probably don't even subscribe and watch my videos. They're talking about some kind of time travel, but that's not possible. Well, it's also possible it's something rank related or perhaps even original flavor Nazi related. What? Lieutenant Wolfgang Ubermann. Well, there he is. But he's showing up red to me, and that's strikes me as not necessarily the best sign imaginable. He is an elite boss. I could easily lose this, because, oh crap, somebody hit me really freaking hard. Ubelman's got a rocket launcher. And now I'm in real trouble. Because I'm probably going to pull this other batch of dudes. Oh! I had him. Look at that little health he has. I should have known better. I should have dealt with all the dinky guys first. That one's on me. Should have known. I failed to know. And I have it Awakens, and I didn't even think to use Awakens. Defensive adaptation, evolving armor, assault. We'll harden our carapace when we get to him. Nonsense. I just should have thought a little more carefully. Yeah, I commented on the dual nature of those, and my assumption was it's sort of the Nachübermensch is who they are, and the Force is either the English title or a descriptor of the tactical role they have. Go ahead and do some sprinties. Make sure we're headed the right way. Over there. All right, Ubelmann. This time, definitely. Oh, wait, we had one more, didn't we? I'm going to die again. Not happy with that, but that does appear to be what's going to happen. Oh, and immediately get knocked down and set on fire and hit again. I don't think I had my CC defense up. All right, yes. Inspirations, probably yes. Fine. Once again, I screwed up. I screwed up both of these times. Alright, where's a vendor? Store. Merit vendor. I'm gonna have him near Minx. Don't know. Field analyst. No inspirations on them. Where do I buy the freaking inspirations from? Nope, none there. Nurse in the hospital. So I get them from the nurse in the hospital, in case anyone wants to know. Thank you. That ought to help. Thank you, nurse. All right, Ubelmann. This time, probably. Yeah, that was certainly a big one for sure. Let's see. Environmental modification. Res to hold, knock down, immobilize. And it's on. Yeah, right. Can buy them from the contacts as well. Didn't know about the nurses, though. Don't think I'm headed the right way. We want to be headed this way. I mean, I probably knew about the nurses way back when. I spent enough time in the hospital. I played a lot of blasters. I also have to agree with better than pirates. Or better with pirates. Everything is better with at least an availability of pirates. My high school mascot? Pirates. Oh, Ubelmann has healed up a lot. So what we're going to do... We're going to harden our carapace. And if that doesn't sound dirty, nothing does. We're going to take care of his friends first. Nope, wrong guy. We want this guy. Oh, but that was nice, knocking him back. That didn't hurt. Come on. Need this hit. Got him. Deathless. I'm Flex McGristle. I got her number. Mysterious menders have noted that you've been exposed in some way to temporal transference, otherwise known as time travel. Because of this, you've been granted access to the Mender's Enclave, the headquarters of Ouroboros. You will find that you've been granted a power that can summon forth the Ouroboros door. Pardon me. I got all choked up. No, not actual invulnerability. And find out what the Menders need done. We'll turn off a couple of these now. Oh, I didn't turn off my super jump while I was in there. That would have made it a little easier, too, because I had to chug-a-lug a couple of endurance Skittles. Had it the whole way, guys. It was never in question at all. Ubelmann is recuperating from the battle. But the prison's doctor says his recovery will be short-lived at best. It seems that he'd already suffered a massive radiation overdose during his trip through time. The doctors give him a year at the outside, and that's only because of the Ubermenschen enhancements of the fifth column gave him. It's ironic. Even if Ubelmann had made it back to the past, he would never have lived to see the future. This letter came. I haven't opened it, but it's addressed to you from Requiem. The Requiem, the villain from the 40s, the one who led the original fifth column. I don't know if it's real. I really hope that it's not. But old evils like him seldom just disappear. You did well, Flex McGristle. Generations yet to come owe you their thanks. Yes. Yes. Thank me. Dock Masters in Independence Port. Seeing council soldiers. The warriors are flexing their muscles. Warriors, come out and play. Well, hard to say no to not using the old knuckle sandwich delivery for some more neo-Nazis. Keep peace. Let's see, we've got another one back in fault line. Let's finish that one out too. Where are we? That direction. And once again, I have jumped without turning on my super jump. It's embarrassing every single time. Unfortunately, I'm also headed the wrong way. I'm a firm believer that if you have super jump, you should never take damage from falls. Oh, that was just disappointing. Ah, the merit vendor. Doesn't want to talk to me? I know I've got merits. I guess he just doesn't want to vend to me. I'm hurt. I am on Everlasting in the Homecoming cluster. And welcome. There we go. Some nice soothing rock tunes. Life is just not complete without super jump. Oh, I may have tried doing this one a bunch of times and not found the right entrance to take me where I needed to go. Because, like, it's above me. But it's below me here. I've tried all the doors and stuff. Just at the edge of the sand. Cannot enter, so that's not it. Oh, he just went in. That's no fair. He gets to go in, but I don't. He's like some kind of bad guy. The other side. No. I'm confused. I've confused myself. Which, something I am quite adept at, by the way. Entrance to the tunnels is above, just at the edge in the sand. Near the lift. Are you guys crazy? I'm Flex McGristle. Who the hell are you? Let me finish off these foolish low level in the sand. The sand above or here? The sand above. Now, the freaks know better than to try. No, they don't know anything better than to try anything. It's so rude of them to, heal. Not as rude as the ones who res themselves. That's really freaking rude. Well, in the sand. Would that be it? Thank you very much. Pardon me, guys. I'm going through it. Don't worry. It's no big thing. I know you guys are hard at work. You probably have got like a deadline or something, so you don't mind me. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll turn back on our assault power. I do remember her. Hi, friend. How you doing? Oh, that kind of looked like it hurt. That's a level. I have to search the rubble. Pardon me, sir. Somebody's talking. Missed me. Nazi manufacturing. It's crap. Real Germans know how to manufacture. The fake Nazis, not so much. Flex McGristle, no! Sorry, buddy. It is I, Flex McGristle, founder and proprietor of Gristle Brand dietary supplements. Searching the rubble still. That's where I need to be. That's, okay. Well, well, maybe we can get there from here. I hear a thrumming. I'm either above or below it. Aha! I didn't notice the blinky. Thank you. That mission went uncompleted for an extraordinarily long time because I couldn't find the damn door. And now I assume I have to exit the same way. Clear out the second ruin. Again, guys, don't mind me. I just, you know, coming through. You guys union members by any chance? Exactly. Well, they're villains, you know, so yeah, hiding the door is kind of consistent with their entire raison d'etre, I suppose. Yeah, I figured that out too late. As is tradition for me. I just figure, I don't understand why they use the red lights in a place like this. I understand it's part of their, you know, their visual motif is the red stuff, but it can't be, you know, particularly conducive to a good work condition. I'm not familiar with idiot maps. Or vidiot maps, I should say. Search the rubble again. Spider bots, spider bots. Enhancement converter found. I'm not sure I even know what that is. What a waste of my time. Finally, a chance to do something. Against Flex McGristle, a chance to do something. You are so in for a disappointment, sir. I hear the rubble. I suppose red light district, maybe? It's a little on the creepier side. Do I have, it says I have to clear it out? Oh, I love kill all missions, if that's what it means. Oh no, maybe just more baddies. And yes, they are the baddies. Da-ba-da-bum-bum. Yeah, I loathe kill-alls. Always have. I've complained about them countless times, mostly in reference to, but not exclusively in reference to, the more old school schoolish nature of some games. Escort quests, of course, we all hate those. Clear out the third vein. Right. Well, it's not in that direction. Oh, that's the least useful map ever. And I think I just ran in a square, circle, octagon, something. Not there. Let's make sure that there isn't anything the other way. Over there. Hi guys. Can I ask you guys a question? Do you know where I'm supposed to find the third ruin? It's around here somewhere. Might be here, unless I, of course, miss my jump. No, that's where we came. Super jump is awesome, but it's not always the most accurate of possible options. Well, that's going down. I don't want to go down. Maybe I need to go down to go up, you know? Yeah, all of my streams I upload to, there it is, that looks more likely. I upload to YouTube most of the time right after I finish them, but sometimes I forget and I wait for the next day. Oh yes, I agree completely. It is the way missions were done back in those days. You see, and for those of us who played the original vanilla WoW, a lot of those. You know, the get 10 rat asses, but rats have a 1 in 5 chance to get a rat ass. You are, technically. That's a Dark Spider Defiant, who is now on YouTube. Congratulations. Now, it's my stream, so condolences, but, you know, overall, it's probably a net gain. Sure. Well, I don't recognize you if you're incognito, so it's working. I'm searching the rubble. I'm crawling through the wreckage. Crawling through the wreckage. Clue found. I have to clear out the third ruin. Is maybe just him? And as far as a kill-all mission goes, these ones with like a grand total of 6 mobs are about as good as it's going to get. So, oh, Arachnobot. Arachnobot does all the things an Arachnobot does. I'm going to wait and give the big hit. There's more? There must be more. Oh, hi guys. Sorry, I didn't see you over here hiding from the brutal justice administered by Flex McGristle. So he said, ah, well, back to the work, killing the good. Oh, back to work, killing the good. You think so? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I have out-leveled the arc. I hit 27 earlier. So, yes, I definitely have. Get the PCM from Arachnos. Are we still down under here? It looks like we are. This is a really deeply annoying series of quests. I admire quests where they try to do something original, different, that kind of stuff. But man, it can get tedious. There's another entrance? Or is this some special area? No, there's just another entrance. Oh, the pain. The pain is real and painful. Oh, okay, we are on the other side of the dam. The codes you got from the Sky Raiders still work, but is it too late? It's going to be too late for Arachnos. Oh, yeah. It's going to be too late for Arachnos because I'm going to beat him up. One thing I have to say, it's a small thing, but it's an annoyance and always has been for me, is that when you defeat a mob, or when your mob is almost defeated, you can't quite tell because the red of the health bar is just about invisible. And when you do defeat them, the blue bar goes slowly. The blue bar should immediately snap to empty so you know the creature's down. Ooh. Base Commander. Hi, how you doing? Nice armor. Did they make you pay for that, or is that supplied as like a perk? Well, I guess it looks cooler than it works cool, you know? And, you know, if you're a bad guy, it is more important to look cool than actually be functional. Exactly. You need the intimidation factor of a really, really cool looking armor set. I mean, there's a reason that the production model of Iron Man's suit didn't look like that first one he made in the cave. Should be... Oh, I do hear a thrumming now. There it is. Ba-ba-da-bum-bum. Yeah, Scrap Metal Man would be cool, but not as cool as Iron Man. And frankly, for that matter, maybe Steel Man, too, would probably be even better. Titanium Man, maybe? Sure. Let's see, how do I get through to... It's over here, isn't it? Yeah. The Longbow base. It is raining here. Has been pretty much all day. We have a contact here. Agent G. Agent G. Well, I know this looks bad, but it's not over yet. I've been in communication with 2 other agents, codename Indigo and codename Crimson. Wow, really? Whew. So we've got Agent G, Indigo, and Crimson. Yeah, that's not impressive. They believe that Sands has not yet left Paragon City. There may still be time to stop him before he can deliver the PCM to his masters. A fault line in the sands of time. Recommended that you get any allies with you into the computer room before springing the trap. Being separated would be very bad when Arachnos arrives. Does sound like it's another one that might kill me. So I think, occasionally, not that often though, that I'm going to head back to Atlas City and, well, not even Atlas City, just Fault Line and train up. Mirror Spirit. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? The answer, of course, Flex McGristle. And touchdown. The crowd goes wild. Combat readiness is pretty good. Oh, mix and match. We've been picking up, and not much in the way of enhancements have been picked up, I gotta say. Those guys were certainly cheap with their goodies. Normally when I hit someone with my fist so hard that their skull turns to jello, I like to think I'm going to get an enhancement from it. Alright, back in. Okay, I must be at the wrong entrance then. Where do I want to be? Over there. Ah, yes. Fault Line Utility Company. Wow! I'm amazed they went with that. That's a truly unfortunate acronym they've got there. And I say that as a guy who lives in Santa Clara County. And at one point they were going to name the municipal transport buses and everything. They were going to name it Santa Clara Area Transport. Someone had to explain to them that that meant shit. Scat meant shit. Oops. But on the other hand, Fault Line Utility Company is pretty obvious and unfortunate. It depends. Most of the time, they take things. Most of the time, they keep things feeling like a canon comic book, but they're not afraid at all to take things serious. I think most of the time they do sort of stick to the as much as close to serious as you're ever going to get with this sort of thing. They take it as serious as it deserves for the most part. But yeah, they're not at all concerned about turning up the silly or goofy. All right. It's a small map. I mean, a big map. A small map, the size of the entire area that we just walked into that's been uncovered is small. The map itself, big. Suspicious. Activate trap, defeat Night Widow Nocturne. I'm going to get my ass handed to me again, guys. I hear a thrumming. It's a 24. I should be fine. Famous last words. Unless she is an elite boss like Ubelman was. Where's the thrumming? Now, my minions, search this place. With Longbow's files on Arbiter Sands, I'll be able to break him and claim the Psycho Chronometron for my own. Ma'am, there's nothing here. But Jenkins said he saw Flex McGristle. Flex McGristle? It's a trap! They all know me, Flex McGristle. Press this button to set the trap. Which button? Defeat Night Widow Nocturne. Are they in here? Oh, that probably yes. Come on, guys. All right, chumps, let's do this. He actually said that. Operative Jenkins. I wonder if his first name is Leroy. Well, I did hit the computer inside the room, and that's what triggered the cinematic. Which, in true cryptic fashion, is unskippable. So I think she's in here. Machine guns. How cute. Night Widow Nocturne. Another elite boss. That's not great. I bapped right there. Victory. I was never concerned at all about her being an elite boss, even if I was 3 levels over her. Because you notice she conned as exactly my level, which could have been unpleasant. You've done excellent work today, Flex McGristle. Well, of course I have. I'm Flex McGristle. Nocturne is on her way to Zagurski. That's the prison. But I learned what we needed to know from her. I told her that Sans sold her out to us to keep her from messing with his plans. She was more than willing to talk to get back at him. She was able to tell us how and when Sans plans to escape, but she also told us she gave that information to someone else in an attempt to delay Sans. Captain Castillo of the Sky Raiders. That was a difficult operation. I'm glad to see you made it through. Well, Flex McGristle. I can spell that for you. Let me get out my card so I can spell it for you correctly. Never mind. A Fault Line in the Sands of Time, Part 5. We now know how, when, and where Sans is planning to escape with the PCM, but Nocturne also told Captain Castillo. I don't think Castillo really knows what the psychochronometron actually does, just that it's valuable. He's certain to try and get it. I think the best option is a preemptive strike to stop him. I will defeat Captain Castillo. Yeah, the arc is 35, or 25, I mean. I'm so super, I can jump off the water. Coming in for a landing, and... The Sky Raider supply warehouse is remarkably well kept. They're pretty organized, at least. Well, it's a plus. I mean, if you're an evil organization, hoping and trying to, kind of, I don't want to say take over the world because that's so cliche, but, develop a particularly large influence over the occurrences that happen in the world. Okay, that's pretty much trying to take it over. Still, organization can only help. No one appreciates a chaotic workplace, even if you're part of a supervillain organization. It's a supervillain organization, not a supervillain disorganization. Force field generator. I defeated the guy. I just don't want to leave this thing around, cluttering up the joint. That's because I'm Flex McGristle. The perfect human form made manifest. Losers. Sky Raiders. Like there's something special. The only special thing about them is the nifty technology on their back. Oh, and the nifty technology of their portable shield generators too. That's pretty cool. We have a clicky. Find Castillo's info. Defeat Captain Castillo. Well, I found his info. Well, that says Captain, but I don't think that's Captain Castillo. I think he's different. I expect it would say Captain Castillo, if it was, in fact, Captain Castillo. Presumably, porter means that they teleport, not that they, like, carry your suitcase. That's Captain Castillo. This will be my moment of greatest triumph. I don't think so, Castillo. Nice outfit, by the way, though. Who's your tailor, if you don't mind my asking? He's an elite boss, too. I am running into shitloads of elite bosses. Not really a fan, gotta say. You have done harm to my person, and that is a harm of the sort I cannot abide. Wow. Somebody's a bit of a crybaby, sounds like. Crybaby. You a crybaby? Is that what it is? Wanna cry some more? Crybaby Castillo? Another one complete. Let's just go ahead and head right back out. Flex McGristle really gets into the fighting part of his job. Castillo's in custody, and the information you retrieve confirms what Nocturne told us. It would be better if we could get a third source, but Arachnos has changed their codes, and there's no time. Arbiter Sands is leaving soon. You've got to stop him. A fault line in the sands of time. Part 6. Good. The underground channels depend on the tides, so we have some guarantee for the departure times. This place will be heavily defended. You will need to cut off Arbiter Sands' means of escape by destroying any and all submersibles docked at the base, and then capture Arbiter Sands himself. Sands will have the Psychochronometron on his person. It's certainly a comic booky sounding thing in that it's way overwritten. Hooah! I heard someone chick. The sound of a round being chambered, unless I miss my guess. But that's fine. I'm Flex McGristle. Not entirely bulletproof, but mostly, kinda bulletproof. Bullet resistant, I think is the phrase. Deep in the earth, the sinister presence of Arachnos hides from the eyes of justice. But not from you. That's right. Not from me, Flex McGristle. Do seem to like knocking them back from time to time. Yeah, not too big a map. Don't worry, I'm sure that nose will repair itself in a few years. Big swing and a miss by yours truly. Ah! Misclick. Fat fingers. I have fat fingers. And I know what to do with them. I have to agree with him on that. Ah! Sometimes you just gotta... Well, this is going to sound awful, but sometimes you just have to fist people. Right, it did sound awful. A blood widow. An unconscious blood widow. They've certainly thrown a whole lot of people in my way. Not that it matters, just a warm-up. We'll continue our sweep. I think you said I hate this job. I hate the echoes in here. Don't worry about the echoes, my friend. Worry about me. Very lifelike robots in that they can be stunned. Oh good, I run under the freaking ramp and it's just embarrassing. Now that is a nice, big, healthy drone. The thing is, Arachnos could go legit and they could sell the drones to so many countries. The U.S. military would probably be interested. Let's see, capture Arbiter Sands, 3 subs to destroy. I think I just beat on them as if they were fighting back. How can I possibly be out of range? I hit it with my first punch. That's really weird. Not all of my punches will hit. What did you do today, Flex? I beat the crap out of a submarine. Welcome. Lurking, talking, singing, dancing. All of the above. Welcome. We had another bot over here, I thought. No, another Arachnos. Loser. Just an average day for a superhero. Beating up submarines. Alright, where's Sans? Because the sands of time is about to run out for him. You see what I did there? That was a joke. It was a pun. See, everyone just says, oh, Flex McGristle, he's just big and strong and dumb. But no, I made a joke about the guy's name. Pretty smart, huh? Well, there's Arbiter Sands. The tides are right. It's time to deliver Lord Recluse this final victory. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, Sands. Because of my Sands of Time joke, which you didn't hear because I wasn't close enough. I'll tell it to you later in prison. Name calling may be appropriate there, but I do my best work with my fists. Sans is another elite boss, so here we go again. Got him. This is an unfortunate turn of events. Yes, it is. Oh, he was talking to Lord Arachnos. He hung up. Oh, I think he's probably in trouble. Sans is probably in trouble. Lord Recluse hangs up on you. You are... yeah. Probably... you're probably going to have to be updating your LinkedIn. That's what I'm saying. So, this is it. Incredible. We both know what it can do. It has to be destroyed, and in a manner that prevents it from ever being built again. That means using the Psychochronometron against itself to edit its own history and maybe even some of the laws of reality. Turning Faultline into a villain is trivial compared to this. To overcome the backlash, you need someone with more psychic power than Sister Psyche. Someone with psychic power or on the order of the Clockwork King. Or Penelope Yin. Okay. Faultline in the Sands of Time, part finale. Wow. Normally you get a number. The Psychochronometron must be destroyed permanently. The only way to do it is by having an immensely powerful psychic use the PCM on itself, so that it can't work again. To do that, you need to contact one of the most powerful, albeit untrained psychics on Earth, Penelope Yin. However, this will not be easy for 3 reasons. Arbiter Sans, Nocturne, the Night Widow, and Captain Castillo all escaped custody during their transfer to the Ziggurat, Ziggursky Penitentiary. I fear they're going to try and intercept you. Tell me when you're ready, and I'll have a chopper waiting to take you to the market to meet with Penelope. Be careful, you might want to get more help if you haven't already. Yeah, so I think I'm going to leave this one for another level or two. If I'm going to be fighting all 3 of them, perhaps even at once, that would be bad. given how they're quite tough solo. But I have other quests. Wow. It really looks like I'm getting missiles right up my yin-yang, you know? It's funny I should say up the yin-yang when I'm supposed to be talking with Penelope Yin. I hadn't even considered that. That was not an intentional joke. Where else did we have a mission? Keep the peace in IP, Independence Port. We can do that. The other mission I have is for one of the maps I never did much in, and so I'm not that comfortable in getting back there and sort of futzing around with it, trying to figure out what's what. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, boom. You know what I want right now? Krispy Kreme. Defeat 30 council in Independence Port? Well, that's a lot. That's a boatload and a half. Off to IP. South. 30 council. 30. No idea if I picked the right end. That's family. Those are the mob. Those are Tsu. I hate the Tsu. More Tsu. Family. It's a family affair. Freak show. Family. Somebody took a shot at me. Jerks. Button man for the family. Lots of family, many of whom would be a tough fight. All right, I guess we head over there and then along the waterfront, or better over there. Better over there, I think. Yeah. You just open up on superheroes in transit as they're going by. That's going to get you in trouble one of these days, kid. You know, they say water's like as hard as, well, stone or other hard things if you hit it at high speed. So that accounts for why I can jump off of it like this. More Tsu. Oh, we got the council. Hold on. And Tsu and Mech-Man. Is that a Mech-Man? It is a Mech-Man. But I don't want to defeat 30 of them and have to also defeat 60 Tsu at the same time. I just want to beat up batches of the council. Well, alright. Gotta start somewhere. Penumbra Corleonis Adjutant. $28 to go. Oh, another adjutant. Trying to convince people as they go by. He doesn't look at all like a lunatic standing up on a box, talking to passers-by. And look, we got more of them. Hi, guys. You guys are hitting pretty hard, it turns out. Well, they are on level. They're actually hitting quite hard indeed. Significantly hard. I'm going to take a little rest. I mean, I'm Flex McGristle, and I'm strong and mighty, but hey, that was 4 on-level dudes. Exactly. I do treat water like a non-Newtonian fluid, so like as if I had put cornstarch in it, which is an experiment you can do at home, kids. You put the right amount of cornstarch in water, and it becomes a non-Newtonian fluid, which means if you hit it, it gets hard and crackles up instead of actually like splashing. This is an awful lot of them. I may regret this at some point. I'm regretting it already. Time to go. That was just too many of them. And I gotta say, the fire is really unpleasant. $18 more. Galaxy? I don't recognize the name. And we don't want to mess with a red lieutenant in the Galaxy or in the Council, because he'd kick my ass. Well, maybe not solo, but with friends. Very possible indeed. $16 more council to go. Oops. Keeping an eye out for the council. Don't want to mess with the Tsu. Really dislike the Tsu. They've got so many really annoying skills. Especially the sorcerers. The sorcerers are the ones I hate most. And IP, Independence Port, is filled with Sioux. More family members. Not my family, the mob family. They're all over the place. Like lice, they're everywhere. Sometimes you just want to beat up a Nazi and you can't find a Nazi. Sky Raiders. Not interested in Sky Raiders. Or Freaks. Was that a freak? It's a Freak Show member. Not interested in them. Nobody's interested in them. A clicky. When the Freedom Phalanx became the first legally recognized supergroup in 1953, Statesman held a conference at Valor Bridge. He said, "The valiant hero Atlas died defending the city on this very bridge. I do not know how to thank you for your faith in the Freedom Phalanx, except to say that I, too, am ready to die in your defense." Wow. That's heavy, man. And yet now you've got family and Sky Raiders. Of course, Atlas, if memory serves, died fighting the Fifth Column, the Nazis. So I suppose by beating up Nazis right now, I'm honoring his legacy. You know? I'm doing his good work. If I can find more of them to beat up. Note, this is role play. Of course you should never inflict physical violence on anyone. Of course. But if you gotta... Nazis? Where was I when I hit the area where we had a bunch of Nazis? And we're back. How far down south are we? Red Ink Men. More Sioux. So, looking for Nazis. Oh, I got some. Now these are a level higher than me. So they'll hit harder and more frequently. And they'll defeat me if I don't get the hell out. I'm going to have to turn on the... I thought I had the CC defense on. Which one's the CC defense again? Pardon me. Environmental. Not on. Alright, it's on now. You get a bunch of guys hitting you with CC at once, and that's not a good formula for defeating evil. You know? Hey, guys, I wasn't done with you yet. What do you know? A lot more successful when they're not knocking me down constantly. What a shock. That was more of them, but I want to take a look and see what the levels were. We've got more of the same, looks like. Thank you. You are entirely correct. They are 5th Council. How could I ever get the wrong Nazis confused for each other? There was one back there, near the North train station. Gotcha. Well, I have gotten some. I mean, I've gotten 14 of them. But I will check near the North tram. Over there? Or is there another one further north? Doesn't look like it, so it should be that direction. I'm going to get my feet wet. Give those guys a thrill. Let them look up and see Flex McGristle flying over their heads, off to do more evil defeating. Family. We are family. Sorry, I won't sing at you anymore. For now. That's 5th column. Need council. Although I believe there is like one council there knocked down, being beaten up by the 5th column. Yeah, there's like one council in there. And they just defeated him. I was going to leap in, finish him off, and take off, but let's see. Like I'm going to do with this one. Ah, there's a budget. Well, some council, some other things. Hi, guys. You don't mind, I'm going to beat all of you into a bloody pulp. It's nothing personal. It's just that you're evil. Well, there were a couple council in there. 3, I think. Button Man. You know, these guys could rule the world if they weren't always fighting amongst themselves. What a bunch of losers. Yep, another council. We're down to 12. Well, this is going to be a mixed batch. Ten to go. I mean, it would be better if I could just run just a batch of council, but got to beat up Nazis, and you can't find one batch of Nazis without finding the other batch of Nazis they're fighting. Beat up all the Nazis. My understanding, if I'm remembering correctly, is the council had been secretly running the fifth column and for their own advantage. And when the fifth column found out, they didn't like that much. Six to go. Those are fifth. Those aren't. Hi, guys. Well, that's all the council I need, but one of them's still standing up, and well... Nazis are better when they're horizontal. Yes, I've done the they did not see that coming joke a number of times. I make it a lot, actually, when playing the game. I really do. We can drop that one back again, that toggle. Word is that the council is reconsidering their strategy thanks to your efforts and independent support. Good work. Of course it's good work. I'm Flex McGristle. Did you not get the memo on me? Council's been stepping up activity, blah, blah, blah. The redemption of Alexander the Great, one of the warriors' highest war chiefs, a man called Alexander the Great, Pavlidis, has contacted me about leaving the warriors' ranks, but he won't do it without speaking to you and only you, Flex McGristle. Well, that's understandable. Alexander the Great and I have so much in common. Go talk with Alexander and do whatever you can to bring him in to protective custody. Go talk with Alexander and do whatever you can to bring him into protective custody. Yes, warriors, come out and play. I actually was hoping for more when the movie came out. The ads made it look a lot more surreal than it was. I was hoping for some real kind of honest-to-God weirdness, where the gangs would be more, I don't want to say extreme, but less like slightly just dressed up differently versions of the gangs that existed at that time. Off the Talos Island, I think. I remember the ad showing the guys in the New York Yankees outfits with baseball bats, and a couple of the others in their sort of extreme getup, and it sort of made it look like it was going to be more surreal, more sort of maybe more along the lines of Escape from New York, as far as, you know, a certain degree of weirdness. All right, Alexander the Great. His father, Philip of Macedon. I bet you did, Gordian, not see that coming. My apologies. Alexander Pavlidis. Greetings, Flex McGristle. Flex McGristle. I've heard a great deal about you. Lately, our leader, Odysseus, wavers from the path of honor. I have been asked to do things I do not agree with, and Odysseus's latest deals trouble me. I wish to depart, but I must feel that I am working with a more honorable group. If you are willing to work with me, I will surrender to you and freely give all the information I have, if, that is, you can prove your strength to me. First, patrol Independence Port. Oh, I just did that. Easy enough. But I should warn you that the freak show will be hunting for you. Back to IP. Well, that's Wentworth. I don't actually want Wentworth. And it's not J.G. Wentworth. It's Wentworth Consignments. Bamboo Cats. Looks like sort of a, I don't know, tiki bar type deal. Well, how about IP North? Not to confuse with IP Freely. Oh, that's the punchline of a really old joke. Patrol Independence Port. Well, the first patrol point is certainly close by. That's one. Certainly looks like I picked the right tram station. The right monorail station to start with, at least. Gonna make the jump. Nope. $700 yards. That's about 630 meters. Coming in for a landing. That's two. Well, if the freaks are looking for me, they're not finding me yet. I'm just too slick. I think I'm getting my feet wet again. Yep. Splash. Without Daryl Hannah. Three down, two to go. Pardon me, Nazis. Boing. Boing. We're coming in for a landing. One to go. Paragon City's not in great shape, man, you know. Large expanses of it. It's kind of a shithole, which makes sense if you think about it. A lot of superheroes, a lot of supervillains, a lot of supervillain plots going on. Some of them, they work. Return to Talos Island. Alright, where's the closest? There it is. Monorail station. Wait, what? That's in Power Island. We don't want that one. Guess we go that one. Nope. Squishy feet again. Wet shoes, wet socks. Even a superhero like Flex McGristle, we don't like wet shoes and socks. It's just, ugh. Boing. Back to Talos Island. Oh, one more boing. I have completed the first of Alexander's trials. Just sitting by the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Well done. You're as good as your reputation, Flex McGristle. You have dealt with the freak show, besting their brute force and aggression. Now I want to see how you fare against one of my greatest foes, the backstabbing scum, who call themselves the Family. You can find a lot of them in Independence Port. Defeat 35 of the Family in Independence Port. $35 is an uncomfortably large number. So I think I'm probably going to call it an evening right there at 35 of them to go. Let me take myself back to AP. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I may very well be playing Guild Wars 2 tomorrow, as there is a new lockbox out, and as is tradition, I have to open some of those. So probably be a key farm and a lockbox opening session, so probably a relatively shorter session, an hour and a half-ish, something like that. Well, let's see if we can use any of these enhancements. Can use. We're currently still 27. Military speed, recharge speed, recharge. Ribcracker's pretty good. And we'll buff that up to a 26. Haste device. Didn't we drop a haste device somewhere else recently? I think we did. Is that the haste? No, it's knockback. Stun. Endurance reduction. Thought we had. Guess not. How about a heavy blow? Why not a heavy blow? Oxygen device. You get too much, you get too high. Not enough and you're going to die. Old guy music reference there. What is this for? Reduces endurance cost. Up there then? That's correct. Nope, nope. Too low. Enhances defense buffs. That one. Long odds. Worked. Victory is mine. I am the champion of the world. So, I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, possibly a little earlier, but I wouldn't expect by much. Probably for Guild Wars 2, I could certainly see myself coming back to this on Friday. Because today is Wednesday, right? Hump day. I hope your hump day went well. Went well. Okay. Oh well. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will see me soon. I hope the rest of your week, only Thursday and Friday first half to go, and you'll be into the weekend. I'm back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care. Ciao for now. Good night, guys. And again, as always, thanks for hanging out.